Being in a relationship with someone when they are allowed to do something but they do not want their spouse to do the same thing. Do you know what as far as like maybe one likes to go out, but say the other one wants to go out for that night and they don't allow them to.
It really bothers me that America has overly sexualized breasts and men can go topless and women can't.
Okay, scenario. Is that okay? I do a scenario. So say I have a significant other and they want to go out and have fun and drink and just have fun with their friends, but another night I want to do that and they don't want me to, and I ask why, and they said, well, I don't want you to go out, but I say you went out the other day and they still don't want to. They still don't allow you to.
I have, when girls go out to parties and drink, it's kind of like, oh, like especially if she's taking the shots, it's like, oh man, this girl, she's easy, let's get down with her. But if a guy does it, it's like, oh, another one, it's cool. So it's kind of like, oh, what, we can't drink now?
The double standard I hate probably the most, or at least is on really high on that list, is when guys want sex. It's kind of must happen right now, but whenever girls want it and he's not into it, it just doesn't happen.
Is the number thing. How many girls does a guy have to sleep with to be a hoe, and how many guys does a girl have to sleep with to be a hoe? Girls can only sleep with like 2 people and they're considered a slut. If a guy sleeps with like 20 girls, he's a player. That's wrong.
Standard I hate the most is how guys can talk to a whole bunch of girls and that's cool, but when girls talk to a bunch of different guys, they're hoes. I think that's not fair.
She basically says the same thing, like, we're always considered hoes if we talk to more than one guy, but guys can talk to like 5 different girls, maybe like 8 girls.
Out on the marching field, it gets really hot, and some women still wear sports bras, which is fine, but some sports bras and other bras don't cover much, but if they go completely topless, everyone freaks out.
My rebuttal to Tabitha's double standard is I think it's just another one of those double standards of life. You know, it's just going to happen when, you know, men are generally the sexual progressor. There we go. Men are usually the sexual progressors. They're usually the one that start all that. Women are usually more timid about it. So I mean, I think if women are more easily to persuade than a man in that case.
So how high does the number have to be for you to be considered a hoe for guys and girls?
In the community standard or my view?
When you have an STD, hoe.
Yeah. So how do y'all feel about the fact that guys have to actually pursue for it though? As if I want to talk to, let's say if I want to talk to you, I'm gonna have to come up and approach you and have to spit game, da 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 da. But if it was just sex, and you just came up to me, it would just happen.
I feel like we're in the South and that's the guy's place to come up to us and approach us and that's a man's job.
I think with girls, it has to be under 5 for you to be considered still respectable, but guys, it's limitless, honestly. It's seen as bragging rights. Girls can't go and be like, oh, I had sex with him. You can't brag about that, but guys can.
I feel like I can go out and mingle and talk to guys, and if I get 2 guys' numbers in a night, I'd like to feel, well, girls don't even have to be with 12 guys. They can be with just 1 guy, and just the fact of who that guy is can be that she's a slut. I feel insulted.
Why?
Because I'm a human just like a boy. The hormones and tendencies are there for both creatures. I took biology, I know.
When a girl can give a compliment to another girl, but a guy can't give a compliment to another guy without being considered suspicious or, you know, gay.
If you have a lock that can be opened by any key, is that a shitty ass lock?
I think that's an awesome lock because
don't try it.
Hear me out.
Now let me ask what type of lock she got.
Oh. If a guy was to come up to a girl and be like, a guy was to come up to another guy and be like, your butt is getting bigger, or
I like that shirt you got on and touching the shirt and stuff like that.
One of my homeboys tells me that I just lost a friend.
Exactly.
Just approach one girl, you don't have to go to the whole sorority, you know?
But I'm saying, if a girl talks to multiple guys, she can just get it instantly just because, let's be honest, a lot of guys, that's only the thing on their mind. But if a guy, he has to go through a pursuit if he wants to talk to a girl. He has to go through talking to her, dating her.
The freshman? I'm just kidding.
If I see you handing out your pussy like free samples, then that's another thing.
What if you're handing your dick for free samples?
Okay, now I'm not saying guys can be hoes too. I can say that guys can be hoes.
Exactly, that's a double standard. The fact that guys can like literally take out their dick and it's all good. But
you know what the thing is though? But you know what really makes it though? The fact that guys have to work for it. Girls, y'all don't have to work for people.
What are you talking about?
I bet if you stood up right now and said, I'm handing out my vagina, who wants some? Out of everybody here, at least one person would say yes. Now, if I stood up and said, I'm handing out my penis, y'all girls are gonna look at me like,
when you say that, all the guys in this thing are gonna be like, oh man, yeah, whatever. But if she says that, all the girls be like, ratchet,
most girls won't do that in public.
The girls are gonna be like that, but bet all the people in here, they may not say nothing now, but bet 2 weeks later, one of the dudes that was in here, that was that girl that was handing out that vagina.
Same thing.
That's
exactly. Girls do the same thing.
A lot of girls.
So where are these girls at?
See, look,
I ain't never seen them females.
If a guy wants to talk to you, he has to go through dating and all that type of shit.
No, you don't. Not for me, yeah, but not for other girls. Like,
so if I wanted to talk to you, I have to. So okay, let me ask you personally then. If a guy wanted to talk to you, what would he have to do then?
you have to approach me respectfully and ask me out, you know.
Like y'all have to work for it to an extent, but if guys really want to have to talk to girls, and especially 2013 girls, as far as I'm in college, I'm independent, I pay my own bills, and yeah, that's my girl voice. Don't laugh at it.
I love it.
With y'all nowadays, guys have to go. Have to hit you up, have to go take you out to dinner, have to take you out to eat, and that's another double standard. The girls talking about they independent, but when it comes to going on dates,
you
they want the guys
sex,
to pay.
you better pay for the damn dinner.
You get sex too.
Yeah, but
it's a give and take. What do you mean?
That's easy for you.
Exactly, and that is a double standard.
Made yourself an escort.
I'm about to say, because without the dinner and the movie and whatever not, if I just handed you the money up front, that is prostitution. If you put it like that. Because you just say, you say it's not a date now. It's not my personality. It's me paying for pussy now. Or you say if I want that, I have to pay for it.
You have to like treat the person right before you can go ahead and have sex. You can't be like, hey, here's some money, let's go.
So I think why? But flip the situation though. A girl doesn't have to do that.
I have seen girls do that.
You're looking at the wrong girl. I feel like you have like one view of female.
I have seen some women, their man don't have a job, they're paying the bills.
What else did you say?
I did that because everybody knows one. Everybody knows one.
Everybody knows at least one.
And that nigga that's driving, because somewhere there's some woman getting dropped off at her job in her car or some bum ass nigga that's gonna go drive her car to some other girl's house.
Yes.
Moment of silence. Tragic.